In this video, we're going to look specifically at the student data file for YearID, year-specific information. Like before, I want to filter out on this top row. So let's create a filter. We want to look for items that are specific to a defined year ID, not a term ID. So the first thing we can do here is go ahead and deselect all of your terms and make sure your only option you're selecting on your filter is blanks under term ID. Now you'll notice what we've done is we've knocked it down and we have the profile row and the 2-year records for this specific student. The next thing we want to do is eliminate that profile row. So let's unclick the blanks under year ID, and that will just display the year-specific data for this student's record. You'll notice right here, if we're looking specifically at Aaron first year, he's got a 15-16 data and a 16-17 data record. We'll go ahead and highlight those so we can follow those 2 year IDs over as we look at some different things. So what specifically is associated with year ID? These are items that need updated on an annual basis, such as survey information. Which survey cohort are they in? As well as what surveys do they want to complete? If you look at the record for Aaron Hall, you can see, let's expand this. In 2015, Aaron was in cohort 1 and was administered all 4 surveys. In year 2, 2016, Aaron has moved over to cohort 2 and has only been administered transition 1. This allows you to understand some of the behaviors that you've expected of the system by looking at student records. Other items that are year specific are the risk group. There's a series of financial information. Let's swing over to the financial information, and you'll notice there are a lot of blanks here. That's because these data items may not relate to year-specific information. We have FAFSA information and federal aid information that does need updating on an annual basis. So that would be information that would be associated with the year ID. We also have retention and completion data that we're going to scroll over to that is also related specifically to year IDs. And you'll notice here a couple things. I want to start with retention track. Retention track is assigned to a student in their freshman year, the first year they attend. It's very similar to an IPEDS cohort. So if you're tracking retention of a freshman, the first year they're in your system, you'll want to make sure that the year ID, and in this case 2015-16, is marked as retention track 1. The next years that you upload this student's year-specific information, you should never upload retention track again. They're only in retention track for the first year that they attended the institution. In this record for Aaron, you can see that there's persistence data that's associated with 2015-16 and retention data that's associated with 16-17. Essentially what we're telling the system is, in the year 2015-16, they made it to the midway point of the year and retained at the institution. And in the following year, 2016-17, they returned, so they're listed as retained. Other information that's very important and very critical that you upload in here has to do with outcome data. Outcome-specific data in here that we're looking for is going to be cumulative GPA and also cumulative credits earned. Those 2 data points are critical upload pieces of information when it comes to us helping refine your algorithm. In my next video, we're going to look at term ID, and hopefully this year ID video was helpful.